Nadal.
Actually, the one shot that I'm a little surprised that Rafa hasn't tried tonight, he normally plays it a lot, especially against the big guys who don't like moving forward, and especially when he's got control of the point with the forehand, is the drop shot. And he hasn't attempted it once tonight, and this is the perfect side to do it.
Remember, he tried that one in the breaker, missed that.
Yeah, that's right.
That might have made him shy away. Plus, the court moves pretty quick. A little trickier to pull that shot off. This guy's hitting big.
He's a power player. I don't know if I'd put him in the finesse category.
No, I mean Nadal.
I mean Nadal. Sorry,
Nadal. Yeah.
I thought you meant Istomin.
It's probably a good point because Istomin isn't very comfortable in that. It's a little easier said than done with the way he plays.
Well, this guy's pounding the ball too. Anticipated that serve up the middle. Just couldn't get enough on the return.
He loves that serve up the middle. He's had a lot of success with that. It's his go-to serve. This is when he's going to need a big one right now. 2 points from the match for Nadal.
I don't know if Nadal will lean on that middle one again here.
I would lean on it.
Yeah.
Very close to the middle of the court there, that center service line. So it's harder to get it out wide.
That's wide. It's a match point now for Nadal. Uncle and coach of Rafa, Tony, looking on. Well, the match never really in doubt about who would win it, but what an entertaining affair. And what a high-quality match tonight under the lights here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. 2 hours and 44 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nadal through in straight sets.
You gotta love it. It is so much more fun when you see a top player, a great player like Nadal go out and play well. And like Darren was saying, he was enjoying it. And really a good way of putting it, a worthy opponent who really went out and played his heart out. The nerves got to him in the beginning of the match, Patrick, but he really stepped it up, and this crowd's going to give him a big round of applause when he leaves.
Some of the most athletic shot making we've seen in the tournament coming from this man, Denis Istomin. Really a brave fight from the youngster, and plenty to look forward to for him. And for Nadal, it's all about trying to win this title, the only major title has eluded the man from Mallorca.
He's got some work to do. He's got to put that watch on, that expensive watch probably. He's got to change shirts before he gets over to Darren Cahill. In the meantime, we'll look at the draw. It's set now. Nadal Simon, that could be interesting. Simon on the comeback trail. And he's good at that one. That's the top half. So one of those players will be in the finals a week from tomorrow. But let's get ourselves down to Darren Cahill, who is now with Rafael Nadal, who's into the third round. Darren.
Rafa, you've treated us to another great match tonight against a very, very good opponent in Denis Istomin. How difficult was that to come through?
Well, yeah, he was playing really well. I think he did a good tournament, very good tournament last week in New Haven, so he is with confidence. Today, I was a little bit lucky in the tiebreak of the second set, that's the truth. I started the match playing pretty well, I think. Myself keep working well in all the time, and you know, every match is really difficult, and for me, being in the center court playing nice session is just amazing.
Speaking of your serve, we were talking in the tunnel before the match, and the previous match you got it up to about 131, and I said maybe 135 tonight. You gave me a bit of a smile, but 134, I think it's the fastest serve you've ever hit. You're just saving it for New York?
Well,
because I'm pretty sure you didn't serve that well in Toronto and Cincinnati, so obviously you've been working on it. I'm guessing you just saved it for this stage.
well, sure, I am working on myself all my life, but you know, sometimes works well and other times not working that well. No, I think, I don't know, a few days ago I started to feel very well the ball with my serve, and the first two matches I was serving very well. I didn't lose a serve, I think, so that's very good for the confidence.
We've got a guy up in the commentary box in John McEnroe, who's won this tournament a few times, a pretty good lefty, and he actually thinks that you might be one of the best volleyers in the game now. It's a fairly big compliment from a guy like John McEnroe.
I didn't understand very well, sorry.
Your volley, your net game. John McEnroe thinks your net game might be one of the best in the game now. It's a big compliment coming from John McEnroe.
Well, I just can say thank you very much. I think I need still improve a lot to have a good volley, so I'm gonna keep working all my life on this.
And the other thing John was asking is, Uncle Tony's obviously doing a great job with your serve. He was hoping he could borrow him for a lesson, because John McEnroe would like to improve his serve. Is that okay?
If he wants to come now and improve myself, I'm going to be very happy.
Okay, Rafa, through to the third round. You're playing great tennis. Keep it going and all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, Rafa has come a long way, Patrick, in a short period of time. Forget how great he plays, because we watch that all the time. But remember, this guy really didn't speak very much English.
That's right.
So make sure that we get Killer, and I think he tried to explain to him and others that I wasn't saying that I can improve it. I wish I had a serve that good.
No, something got a little bit lost.
So we lost a little bit, but he does a great job making the effort and making himself available. I wish I spoke Spanish 1/10 as good as Rafa speaks English, but in the meantime, I think Uncle Tony's up to something. So you know, hey, I'd like to hear what he has to say. What he says to Rafa.
Well, whatever it is, it's working, because
it sure is.
On a lot of different levels, not just as a player, but the way he handles his fame. Look at that, goes behind the back there with that.
He might go between the legs just to show Roger something.
If Istomin had won, he would have kicked him into the crowd, but that wasn't going to happen tonight. But, very gracious, as always, is Rafael Nadal, and a very, very well-played match this evening under the lights. Well, it was all happening tonight here in New York at the US Open. Venus Williams winning earlier, and Denis Istomin putting up quite a challenge to Rafael Nadal, but Rafa up for it yet again, and he moves through in straight sets. 6-2, 7-6, and 7-5 for the #1 player in the world.